Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to this Zoom session. My name is Hewley Ho, a volunteer conducting IT classes in library at Harbourfront. At this moment, we have converted these classes using Zoom. I have a blog, IT for Seniors. Normally, I post the notes in this blog a few days before the event. So if any one of you are interested to have a soft copy, you can actually submit your email address by clicking the word follow at the bottom right-hand corner. Since circuit breaker last year till now, I have covered about 16 topics using this manner of Zoom sessions. Today, part 2, I will attempt to cover 4 topics, mainly on how to manage in the right way to save your photos or even videos or documents. Just to recap for those who didn't attend the part 1, these are some of the popular ways you can save your images or photos. Hard disk normally is in your desktop. That's one of the way, but not so recommended because normally you store together with the operating system. If something wrong to the operating system, you may also lose your photos if you reformat the disk. Laptop is also a working device, also not recommended to store inside. For temporary storage is okay. Then come the photo stick. The photo stick is useful and convenient. Basically what happened is you buy this photo stick from a brand A like this, and they will request you to download the app. The problem is if the photo stick supplier do not work in tandem with the phone supplier who update their OS, it may come a time where the app is outdated and your photo stick will not work anymore. So it's also not reliable in that sense. Next is the CD disk. CD disk is okay, but it needs a program to burn the information inside. And CD disk also delicate if you do not know how to handle them. So basically how the CD disk is manufactured is it has a very thin aluminum film that is where the data are burned inside and is protected by a very thin layer of plastic. So if you take out the CD from a CD box and not careful, you bend it too much, the plastic protection layer may crack. And once it cracks, oxygen or water can get in and you will corrode the aluminum disc and the whole disc will be corrupted. Next, I think this one you're familiar, the external drive. This one, I think you are quite familiar with it, but also it has a disadvantage in the sense that it has a moving part inside running at about 7,200 rounds per minute. So if you drop this, it also may not work properly. Next is the Apple Time Capsule. Apple Time Capsule is recommended for those who have an Apple laptop. And it is very easily configured where every time you finish an important job, you just press a button and you will store inside this time capsule. Next is the standard thumb drive. Thumb drive is good for temporary storage. And the other one is a network attached storage. This one normally company use it for multi-disk, you can say construction. But it also has moving parts, unless you buy the solid state version. And come the cloud provider. Cloud provider is very reliable, but it has advantages and disadvantages. And if you don't want to pay the subscription fee, you can actually construct or build your own home cloud machine. And that is also possible if any one of you are interested. And last but not least is your smartphone. So also not recommended to keep your images and photo inside. I have friends or even participants who tell me they have a few thousand pictures inside. So I asked them what happens if the smartphone is lost, or what happens if the smartphone cannot operate. You will lose all your picture. So in this session, you will learn how to transfer the picture away from your smartphone or laptop to a more permanent area. So here I say a smart device is not a storage device. Smart device means your smartphone, your laptop, desktop, and you have to find a way to bring it out to a more permanent solution. And my recommendation is, once it has stocked more than 300 pictures in your smartphone or laptop, please think of a way to bring them out. Because the more you have inside, the higher is the risk. If those pictures has a meaning to your memory, if you think the pictures are not so important, then it's not really necessary. But if you think it's important, then you have to think of a way how to bring all these memories out from your smartphone, laptop, to a more permanent area, to the cloud maybe. So here I say, when we talk about cloud storage or any form of storage, we are actually talking about the means and the consequence. The means is how the images, the digital images are being stored. The consequences are how well the information, the photos, the data is being protected. Now, here, all these notes are in the blog. If you miss it, you can always refer back to the blog that I have. Here, I explain in detail how you can transfer your smartphone photos out from your smartphone. If you have a Windows 10 laptop or a Windows 10 desktop, this is only for Windows 10 PC, not for Apple laptop. Apple laptop, there's another way of doing it, not this way. This way is meant for Windows 10 PC, okay? So there are two methods. So the first method is when you buy a phone, the phone always comes with a cable. So all you need to do is to connect your smartphone with this cable, and the USB socket connect to the laptop or desktop USB socket. That's the first thing you need to do. So for the first method, all you need to do is to find the Windows 10 photo app. Windows 10 has a photo app. Normally, you can press the window key and find it. It's always there. If you have attended my Windows 10 lesson, you will know that you can actually bring the app to the taskbar, make it more convenient for you. So that's the second step. You click on the photo. Once you click on the photo, a menu will come out with all your past photos. And on the top right-hand corner, there's a magic word called import. You click on the word import, and the fourth step, you click on the choice from connected device, because you already connected your smartphone to one of the USB socket. So next step is click on connected device. Once you do that, the Windows 10 will churn out all the pictures in your smartphone. So you have a choice to actually download or download in patches. As I told you just now, if you have more than 300, it's good to do this process. So when you have 300 pictures, don't be so greedy as one short command need to download 300 pictures or download all, because your smartphone or your desktop may not have the capacity and speed to do this job properly. So it is a good advice that to learn the process, you do small, maybe 1 or 2 pictures at a time. And once you get the confidence of doing it, maybe 10, 20 at one time. And once you are very well versed with the process, you can one shot download 30 pictures. I even go up to 100 pictures, I can do it. All depends on how powerful is your desktop computer. So if you're not sure how powerful is your desktop computer, I think you stop at 30, maybe is a good choice. So after all this is done, the pictures is still in your smartphone. What you have done is you actually make a copy in your desktop. So after the process is done completely, you actually have 2 copies. 1 copy in your desktop, 1 copy in your originally in your smartphone. So after you have compared that you have successfully downloaded it, then you can delete all from your smartphone and make way for another 300. That is how we create our own discipline to manage our photos. So the second method, the process is about the same, but the way to find your pictures is slightly different. So you still connect the smartphone to a USB socket, but this time you click the icon File Explorer. File Explorer is actually the directory of your desktop or laptop. Then you, on the left-hand column, you find the word This PC. You click on it. Once you click on This PC, they will show you all the disks that is connected to your desktop or laptop. And you will find the icon. Like for example, if you have an Apple smartphone connected to this desktop, you will find an Apple icon. And once you find the Apple icon, you double click on it, all the pictures will be inside there. And all you need to do is use the process copy and paste. I never say copy and cut. Copy and paste means you still retain the original in your smartphone. In case you make a mistake, your original is still in your smartphone. So after you have checked everything is a copy is successfully copied to your desktop or laptop, then you can delete away your smartphone copy and make way for another set of new photos. If these 2 processes you are still not clear, you can ask me in Q&A. Now, a lot of companies trying to attract your service, they will give you some free storage space. So Facebook, if you have an account, you can store a lot of pictures inside. But it may not be properly managed, but you store inside. Flickr is a private company, it's a cloud company. You have to pay a subscription to get the service. So that is another company. Dropbox is also another company, also a cloud company. Next one is a Google Drive. Google Drive, they also give you, I think, about 15 GB free. So you can use this app to practice your storage method. And Google Drive has another features that it can select pictures once you give a command. Like for example, if your picture has a name identity on it, and if you have stored thousands of pictures in Google Drive, and when you search for a certain name, all the pictures that has that name will come out. So that is one thing good about Google Drive. So you can play with that also. YouTube is more for people who have created videos and to store on the YouTube cloud machine. And once you upload to YouTube, you have a choice to whether make it private or make it public. When you make it private means people like us go to your YouTube account, we cannot see the video. If you put it public, means anybody around the world can see your video. Or you can create a personal website or even a personal blog, or even a photo album. You can create all this in the internet. Some are free, some you have to pay the host company who hosts your web page. In order to access a cloud account, it is like accessing an email account. You only need to have a username and password. And you can share this with all your family members, so that whatever information you store in the cloud, like or your family albums or anything, all your members of the family can gain access anywhere around the world. That's one thing good about cloud account. So cloud computing is actually storing your data, picture, document in somebody's computer. The advantages of cloud storage: your data is secure. You are not worried about your smartphone getting spoiled or lost, or your laptop not working. Is secure. And normally cloud storage company, they have the responsibility of, normally they have a system of backup all the customers' data. So not to worry so much. That is the advantage. But the disadvantage is you cannot control the data you put into that company. So what we normally do is, if the thing is very sensitive, we don't store there. So I don't know about you, but if you are just a commoner, not very important, don't have a lot of money, that type of person, if you are that type of person, I don't think we have a lot of sensitive information. Maybe less than 5%. So the less than 5% you don't store in the cloud. All those not so sensitive you can store in the cloud. For cloud company, these are the few popular ones. As I said, Apple, if you open an Apple account, they give you a certain free memory size. Google also, you open a Google account, they will give you a Google Drive with, I think, 15G of free storage. If you want to store more, you have to pay. Same thing with Microsoft OneDrive. They call by different names, but basically they're all doing the same thing. Dropbox are more for working people who work as a team, and they share their information and they work as a team. Normally it's for those people, but you can also use it for your family album. YouTube, as I say, is for videos. And Flickr is also another cloud machine that store images and videos. You can store also document, but you may not be able to open online the document because it depends on what format the company support. Now coming to file sharing, just now I told you the Google Drive work in tandem with Google Photo. So say, for example, a group of you go for a common photo walk. One of the leader took all the group photos and all that. So when you come home, you find that you have so many photos, you cannot use email to send to everybody because email limit, I think about 25 meg. More than that, they don't allow you to do it unless it's a paid account. Free account, they don't allow. So what normally people do is, the leader of that photo walk, you create a Google account. You keep the picture in the Google account. All those within your group with a unique folder and a unique folder name. Then you go to the Google photo. On the top right-hand corner, you will see that icon. The icon with the 3 circles, that is the share icon. So first of all, you select the picture you want to share with your group. Then you click the share icon. Then they will come out to ask you who you want to share with. All you need to do is type the email address of all those you want to share with. And once you do that, when your friend open the email, they will have access to only those photos that you share with them. So that's how you do sharing. That's only one example. So this is one of the ways using Google Photo you can share. You can stop by sharing by canceling the share anytime you like. Sometimes we have to understand all files, all data are being compressed in a certain format. We call that the file format. Like for example, music format. There are many forms of music format. Video also got different video format. So sometimes your friend send you a video or even a PowerPoint file. And when you reach you cannot open. The reason is because you don't have that supporting program. That's why you can't do it. But sometimes you can download some app that can open most of the format files. So all this you can learn through checking with us or attending lesson, you will know that. So if any one of you come across a file that your friend sent to you, you can't read, there's a reason behind it. The only thing is ask, and you will know the answer why the file cannot be opened. So remember, all files, all music files, all video files, all has a particular format. Like for music file, the most common format is MP3. MP3 can replay in any laptop or desktop computer. It's a very generic format. And for video, is MP4. But if you have other format, then you have to check who is the provider of that format. And you must have the program to replay whatever that is being sent to you. So MP3, MP4, these are the common ones. And below I have a icon down there, like a traffic cone. This is a very good app that I recommend you all to download. It's called VLAN. VLAN. It's good to, because once you have this, it can play a lot of music format. It can also play a lot of video format. It's very useful. It is free, okay? Now, to store photos to a cloud account, especially you have a lot of paper photos, you have to find a way to digitize your photo. So this is one question asked by some of the earlier participants. So here I give you a flow chart of how you can convert a paper photo to digitize it, edit it so that it is ready for uploading to the cloud account. So what I did is I bought a dedicated scanning machine. Dedicated means it's a machine designed for scanning photos. It's normally A4 size. So A4 size can normally put 4 photos inside to save time. So I purposely put the photo in such a way that are not properly aligned. Because sometimes you want to do it fast, you don't take the time to align it. But if you align it properly, it's a different matter. So I purposely put one photo not properly aligned. So I scan these 4 photos. But once I scan the photo, I have to do a cropping because there are 4 photos there. So I crop into the individual photo. So you notice the individual photo I crop is still not properly aligned because I didn't align it properly. So first step is scan. Second step is crop. Then the third step is align. Align means put the photo back so that you don't see the white space. You see just now the white. You see the white space there. Number 2, you see the white space there. So number 3, you don't have the white space. Align. So after align, then you have to rotate. Okay, so there are 4 steps. And after rotate, then it is the proper picture in the upright position. Then this picture is digitized and ready for upload to the cloud account. So I think that's all I have for today. So Max, I pass back to you. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Ho. Thank you.
But okay, before I pass back to you, maybe I just see whether I can show you. Wait. Wait, let's see. I want to go, wait, sorry. I want to go to the phone, see whether I can show you something. Okay, I try to connect to my smartphone to show you a cloud account. See whether I can get it done. Okay, you see this is a cloud account, Flickr cloud account. So every picture is an album. So like the first picture has 244 photos inside. So I just go to the video account. I just go to the video account. I can choose any of the video and I just play it.
Out love, L-O-V-E.
This video is not in my smartphone, the company computer, somewhere, I don't know where. And anybody around the world can access it if they know my password and username.
Skidamarinky-dinky-ding, skidamarinky-doo. I love you. Skidamarinky-dinky-ding, skidamarinky-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Skidamarinky-dinky-ding, skidamarinky-doo. I love you singing. I love you are terrific.
Okay, that should show you how a cloud account works. So basically, you create an account. So if it's a paid account, you can download any amount picture with the right resolution. They don't reduce your resolution. So this account, I have at the moment about 200,000 pictures inside, including video. And all my children around the world can access any of their childhood picture. All are inside this account. So that's how it works. I think that's all I have. So I pass back to you, Max.
Thank you.